What's unfolding in Cleveland right now feels less like a football season and more like a scandal straight out of a political thriller. What I'm about to break down for you isn't just shocking, it's mind-blowing. The Cleveland Browns situation has gone from bad to catastrophic, from dysfunctional to downright criminal in how they're handling their assets. And according to insiders like Mary Kay Kitt and others close to the team, we now have confirmation of what fans have been whispering for months. There's a full-blown conspiracy happening inside that organization to keep Shadur Sanders off the field. And make no mistake, this isn't about football anymore. This is about power, control, and a coaching staff so desperate to protect its ego that it's willing to burn down the entire franchise just to avoid admitting it was wrong. The truth has started to spill like an egg smashing on concrete, spreading everywhere, impossible to hide or clean up. For months, the Browns tried to bury their secrets deep beneath the surface, hidden away in meeting rooms and back offices. But now, those secrets are leaking out, and what's being revealed is darker, more twisted, and far more damaging than anyone imagined. The fans who dared to question the narrative were right all along. Something has been rotten in Cleveland for months. A bad smell that everyone tried to ignore, but that's now suffocating every corner of that franchise. What's emerging is a realization that there's been an intentional plan, a carefully organized strategy, to make sure Shadur Sanders never gets a real chance to play this season. This isn't random. This is incompetence. This is orchestration. The Browns have moved in silence, like shadowy operatives pulling strings behind closed doors, manipulating everything from play calling to press conference narratives. Every quote, every vague injury report, every development plan has been part of a grand design to bury Shadur's rise before it even begins. And it's about to explode right in Kevin Stefanski's face like a grenade with a pin already pulled. Even the most loyal fans can feel the tremors now. You can sense in the air, the tension, the unease, the warning signs of an eruption coming. Cleveland insiders have started dropping subtle hints. Jason Lloyd, one of the most respected reporters covering the team, didn't even have to say much to set off alarms across the NFL. He merely hinted that there's a lot going on behind the scenes, and that was enough to light the internet on fire. In NFL circles, that's code. It's how insiders say there's dysfunction without blowing their sources. But fans aren't dumb anymore. Everyone knows what that means. It means there's chaos in the locker room. It means there's division among the coaching staff. It means there's a deliberate effort to suppress the very player who could save them. Shadur Sanders hasn't just been benched, he's been erased. Every time he gains momentum, something happens. A mysterious injury, a sudden shift in the depth chart, a vague explanation about development. It's too patterned, too deliberate, too clean to be coincidence. The truth is that Kevin Stefanski's actions make perfect sense when viewed through the lens of fear. The fear of being outshined, the fear of being exposed, the fear that Shadur, the confident rookie with the cannon arm and natural leadership, could walk on that field and instantly make the coach's entire system look obsolete. Because deep down, Stefanski knows that if Shadur succeeds, his own credibility collapses overnight. The coach who preached process and patience would be revealed as the one who held back greatness out of pride. That's why everything suddenly makes sense. The bizarre play calls, the random quarterback switches, the timing of those injuries that always seem to appear just when Shadur starts gaining attention. It's not football strategy. It's narrative control. It's corporate damage control disguised as coaching philosophy. They're not managing a football team. They're managing optics. And the most disturbing part? They've been actively manipulating the story to make Shadur look like the problem. Whisper campaigns painting him as immature, as too focused on social media, as someone who needs more time. It's character assassination, plain and simple. Instead of letting him prove himself on the field, they've boxed him into a narrative built on lies. But the fans aren't buying anymore. Cleveland's fan base has evolved. They're connecting the dots like investigators piecing together a crime scene. Every vague quote, every sudden demotion, every forced smile during a press conference, it's all evidence now. What's happening in Cleveland isn't just poor leadership, it's a betrayal. Because everyone inside that building knows Shadur Sanders isn't some untested experiment. He's the real deal. He has the arm talent, the vision, the charisma, the leadership. He's everything the Browns claim to be searching for. Yet they're doing everything in their power to bury him. The only explanation left is ego. Stefanski simply can't stand the thought of sharing the spotlight with someone younger, bolder, and more magnetic. So he's doubling down like a gambler who's already lost everything, but refuses to walk away from the table. But that kind of desperation always ends the same way, with exposure. When the truth finally comes out, it won't just destroy Stefanski's reputation. It'll redefine how fans view this entire organization. They'll remember every excuse, every misleading statement, every time the team insulted their intelligence with corporate jargon. Cleveland's fan base doesn't forgive betrayal. They never have. And right now, that betrayal is unfolding in real time. The leaks coming out of the Browns facility are damning. Reports are surfacing of assistant coaches openly advocating for Shedeur, only for their requests to be shut down before reaching the head coach. There's talk of a growing divide, a civil war within the staff. Half the coaches want to move forward with the future. The other half are clinging to the past, protecting their own jobs. That's not leadership. That's panic disguised as professionalism. And when your own coaches are turning against you, your time is running out. Even worse, the players are starting to see through it too. Whispers are spreading through the locker room. Veterans exchanging side glances. Captains questioning the plan. Some are reportedly saying outright that the offense makes no sense without Shedeur running it. Once players start losing faith in their coaches, it's over. You can't fix that with slogans or team meetings. Trust, once fractured, never truly returns. And the fans, those blue-collar, die-hard supporters who've endured decades of heartbreak, have had enough. Every decision the team makes now is dissected, analyzed, and exposed. Every press conference is treated like an interrogation. The fan base isn't just angry, they're mobilized. They smell blood in the water, and they're demanding accountability. The PR spin isn't working anymore. Every time the team releases another vague statement about development timelines or long-term plans, only fuels the outrage, because everyone knows what this really is: fear of change. But there's one thing the organization completely underestimates: Shedeur's connection to Cleveland. While the coaches hide behind press releases and media filters, Shedeur is out there in the real community. He's meeting fans face to face, throwing passes to kids in the park, walking through neighborhoods that most players don't even drive through. And it's not for cameras or likes. It's genuine. He's showing up for the people who believe in him. And that's terrifying to the suits upstairs, because they can't fake what he has. They can't manufacture authenticity. And they know the more the city falls in love with him, the less control they have over the narrative. This isn't about development. It's not about playbooks or timing or readiness. It's about fear. Fear of being replaced, fear of exposure, fear of authenticity. Shadur Sanders represents everything that the current leadership isn't. Confident, connected, fearless, and beloved. He's what Cleveland has been waiting for, and the people running this franchise know it. That's why they're working overtime to keep him contained. But what they don't realize is that you can't suppress genuine greatness forever. You can delay it, you can bury it under excuses and corporate talk, but eventually it breaks through. And when it does, the fallout will be nuclear, because the fans won't just celebrate Shedeur's rise. They'll demand accountability for every single person who tried to stop it. The players will rally, the city will ignite, and the very foundation of this franchise will shake. The Browns think they're controlling the story, but in reality, the story is already out of their hands. So now the question becomes, how much longer can they hide behind the lies? How long before the dam breaks and everything spills out? What happens when the fans' anger turns into action and the city finally forces change on the outside in? Let me know what you think down below. Is this the end of Kevin Stefanski's control over the Browns? Is it finally time for Shadur Sanders to take his rightful place on the field and lead this team? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button if you're as fired up as the rest of Cleveland. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next chapter of this story. Because trust me, it's only just beginning.